Greetings, fellow moviegoers, and welcome to Movie Central, the place to talk about movies, TV shows based on movies, toys based on movies, games based on movies, and rides based on movies. I'm your host, Mr. CCS, and this is my pet gorilla, George. Let's get straight into the review. After the release of The Order of the Phoenix in 2007, David Yates was brought on again to do the next 3 movies. I'll explain that soon. Thanks to a decimatingly long book, stuff had to be cut once again, but that doesn't mean the movie was bad. Yes, it was one of the weaker movies in the series, but again, all the Harry Potter movies have redeeming qualities. So let's just take a look at the movie. Today we're reviewing Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Let's get into it. As Death Eaters wreak havoc in both Muggle and Wizard worlds, Hogwarts is no longer a safe haven for students. Though Harry, played by Daniel Radcliffe, suspects there are new dangers lurking within the castle walls, Dumbledore, played by Michael Gambon, is more intense than ever on preparing the young wizard for the final battle with Voldemort. Meanwhile, teenage hormones run rampant through Hogwarts, presenting a different sort of danger. Love may be in the air, but tragedy looms, and Hogwarts may never be the same again. It's a dark movie, sort of, and a dark story. Let's just talk about what makes the movie great. Harry's progression in this movie includes learning about the past of his arch nemesis, as well as adapting to the fact that people around him will die, and he must learn to be the true hero he was destined to be. As for new characters, Horace Slughorn, played by this guy, is a bit of a fool, but I'll give him a chance as he's a great character. Greyback, the werewolf, is my favorite Death Eater, maybe, due to his design, his appearance. Narcissa Malfoy, Lucius's mistress and Draco's mommy, is not in it for long, but the late Helen McCroy does a good job for what it was worth. Now I must summon overhead voice, as it is time to talk about the visuals. Okay, 2009 was a great year for VFX, and this movie is no different, as it has many great things to look at. I mean, just take a look. I'll give you a moment of silence for this amazing Quidditch VFX. Okay, done. Back to you, ye old critic. The music was helmed again by Nicholas Hooper, who did a nice job once again. This was his last film in the series, and I applaud him for the work he did. And as for the action, well, there isn't much of it. This is just one of those movies that focuses on more of the other things than action. But there is a good action scene in the form of the burrow attack. Yes, this scene makes no sense, but it is fun to watch on the screen, specifically with the fire effects. So, is this movie one of the weakest in the series? Yes. Does it have good aspects in it? Yes. Does it receive a 10 out of 10 from me? You know it. Accio, 10 out of 10. Well, that's it for this short review. Feel free to leave your comments on the movie below, and tune in next week when I take a look at the final Thor movie. Yes, I said final. And stay tuned for the last 10 episodes of this season. With that said, I'm Mr. CCS, this is Movie Central, and that, my friends, is a wrap. See you next week.